Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. So there's a new event going on right now, the Academy Club Story. So let's talk a little bit more about this, alright? Give you guys a perspective. If anyone is new playing this, should you be pulling etc. So we're going to talk about all of those. So yeah, let's jump right into it and talk about the event. So first things first, I think a lot of you guys might be wondering if any of the two characters, Meru and Momiji, are going to be worth pulling for, right? If we jump into the banner for the recruit, are they going to be worth pulling for? Now, if you're completely new, I would say the pull value overall is decent if you can go all the way. Cherino is there, right? Cherino is one of the better characters actually in Blue Archive. Still one of the better ones until today. She can give cost regen, which is very valuable. So if you are trying to get Meru, which is the 3-star, Momiji is a 2-star, right? So you don't have to worry about her too much. She will be added to the... Both of these characters are not limited, so they will be added to the standard banner later on. So if you are pulling for them, you're literally just pulling for standard characters that there's a chance for them to spook you later on. I would generally advise against pulling on them, and if you have limited resources, alright, so the one that I will recommend for later on is going to be, if you can see right now, this is based upon JP server. This is where we are at right now, right? Meru, Momiji, Cherino Rerun, and Marina. So right after this, we're gonna have the Kotori cheerleader, and then Noah and Utaha cheerleader, and then after that, immediately after that, we're gonna have these 3 banners happening at the same time: Sportswear Haruna, and also Sportswear Yuuka, and Sportswear Mari. I'm not so keen on calling them Sportswear. I prefer the word Tracksuit Yuuka and Tracksuit Mari. So Tracksuit Yuuka and Tracksuit Mari, extremely strong, potent character. I think all of you guys should probably look out for that banner instead of pulling in the current one. Alright, so Tracksuit Yuuka is going to be a very valuable character, and she is limited. Alright, so characters, they are limited. That means that you cannot obtain them outside of their specific banner during that period. Alright, so the rest of these characters, all of them, you can obtain. You can obtain them. There's a chance for you to spook them later on. Alright, so something to consider. But regardless, still, that doesn't mean that Cherino or, Meru, these are weak characters. It's just that they're not limited. So if you are wasting your resources on them, make sure to do so at your own peril. Now, let's talk about the event. So what is the event currently doing? So if you want to gamble your luck a little bit to try to get Momiji, because Momiji is a 2-star, right? So notice right here, you have a chance to spook Momiji, and she can be good in the event because the event, if you have the right students, they give bonuses, right? And I get it. If you are trying to get that, here's the thing, my plan or my trick that I want to do, the shop right here, this particular Grand Assault shop, you can see we are going to have a reset in 1 day 22 hours. In 2 days time, so after you reset, I believe you will be able to buy the 10 pull ticket. So the 10 pull ticket usually expires, so I might consider using that on the Meru and Momiji banner. Just 10 pull and try my luck there and see how it goes. If I get them, cool. If not, it's fine. Now let's talk about the current event. So what is all this event about? If you guys are new, very simple, very straightforward. Just farm the event stage. This is a 2 weeks event, alright, so just take your time, enjoy the story as it goes. But ideally, you want to try to see if you can push to as far as you can. The event is actually pretty beginner friendly. So right now, there are 4 currencies that you need to try to obtain. 3 that you can farm. So what are the currencies? Right here, you can see this is going to be one of it. The ink cartridge at stage 10, and then 11 you can farm this thing called the tablet pen. Alright, and then at 12 you can farm the cards, the Luna cards, Tarot del Luna. So obviously these two ingredients, or these 2 materials, the ink cartridge and the tablet pen, is for you to buy stuff from the event shop. You can see the event shop. I'm gonna move my face cam a little bit away. You can see this is one currency, and this one the other currency, and then there's one more currency right here. This one gives you gems, pyroxenes right here. So make sure you guys obtain this. Alright, this is going to give you 120 times 5, which is 600, right? Very good generosity right there. So make sure you guys are aware of this. Take advantage of that. Alright, how do you get this currency? Is you want to come farm at stage 12, alright, the one that gives you cards. Now if you are new and you cannot farm stage 12, I just did the calculation earlier. Stage 4 gives literally the same ratio. Alright, so don't worry about it too much if you can't beat all the way at stage 12. The last stage is stage 12. Stage 4 has the same stamina to card ratio. So just make sure, you know, if you can't beat stage 12, just farm stage 4. Alright, this is going to give you as much. Just make sure you guys use the specialized students. Make sure you guys use the correct one. Alright, make sure you check this thing right here. Alright, if you are clicking on tablet pen, this character are going to give you bonuses. So make sure you use the specific character to enter the stage. So the trick is, again, I know there's some new players watching this, you can do it 2 times. The first time is you use it with your strong students to enter the stage, to beat it 1 time to get 3 star. And then do it a second time, enter the stage again, but this time with the maybe with some of these characters that gives the bonuses. Maybe you don't have them built, it's fine if they're level 1. You know, just put them inside there and then get the bonuses. That way, you know, you are able to sweep them. Alright, you need to 3 star to be able to sweep them. Always have to apply that trick to be able to sweep the stages again. So let's talk about the card then. So this one, you can either farm on stage 4 or the last stage. So is there any specific strategy for this particular one? Not really, right? You just choose a card. Opening them will give you some of these rewards, right? So this is the one that you want to pay attention to, the official con ticket. 22 days. She's crying. So you can see, if you get the high rarity cards, you're going to get more things, right? So here's the strategy on how I like to do it, right? I usually like to open until I obtain the high rarity cards, and then I will just shuffle it. So that way it's safer. So for example, I'm going to try to open this. So this is going to be one of the high rarity cards. I believe the yellow one is... yeah. So anything that's not blue or gray. So this one is this one, right? Shigure, right? This one. I usually just proceed to the next one, right? Because the chance of it having multiple high rarity cards in one 4 cluster is going to be quite low. Usually it can happen. I've seen like 4 high rarity cards before, but usually the chances are not that high. So for me, usually I'll just open until I get the yellow, right? So this one again is one more yellow. Okay, so for example, this particular one, I got a gray, right? So if you get a gray, usually I will try to see if I can open the other one to try to get a yellow, and that's a yellow. So that's a high rarity card. So the idea here also is, in the long run, right? Every single card you open, it gets more expensive. The first one is 200, second one is 210, and then it becomes 220, and it becomes 230. It might seem like, okay, it's like 10 extra. But in the long run, so if you open like hundreds of cards, so that 10 extra card that you spend in opening like the same cluster, instead of just shuffling to a new one, you will be able to open more chances in the long run. So basically that's the whole prospect of this, right? Especially in a 2-week event, depending on how much you farm, this can, you know, equate to quite a lot of good rewards for you. But yeah, this is a very good event to farm a bunch of this, because a lot of these T6, T2 equipments, these are considerably useful. So make sure you guys are farming that as well. So I would highly prioritize these 3 items right here. I mean the top 4, right? The pyroxenes, of course, should be the main priority. So you get 600 just like that for free. Alright, so that should be the main one, followed by... Generino Hot Spring is decent, but I'm not sure. Like a lot of players have considered her to be one of the worst characters. So if you want to get her shards, cool. If not, it's like whatever. You can get her for collection. But definitely Enigma and Secret Technotes, you gotta get these 2 as well. And then for the credits, you know, you can buy that later. As for the shops, always buy the level up materials. Fortunately for the Red Faction, there's not many Red Faction characters, but definitely you gotta stock up some as well in case you get Meru or Momiji in the future, right? So something that I would consider. So always buy the purple rarity items, that's the highest rarity, followed by the orange ones, followed by the blue ones. So yeah, with that being said, that's gonna be it for the current event. Hopefully you guys enjoy the event for the next 2 weeks. And yeah, I'll continue making some account review in the meantime for Blue Archive. Stay tuned for that. With that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.